Alright, so this is another installment to the series. We are like at the halfway through mark of this month. And yesterday's prompt was the Scarecrow walks at night, not just midnight, but like at night in general. I only have 2 entries, which we'll just go through really quickly. So Dame Butterfly is first. Ronald is new, but the friendliest Scarecrow anyone is new, but the friendliest. Okay, sentence structure. Scarecrow that anyone might have ever seen, best friend to all children, fixed with the brightest smiles and warmest of eyes, placed in the finest of farmer's outfits, while diligently guarding all pumpkins in his patch from any evils or trespassers. Ronald ever so diligent, ever so diligent, takes to patrolling each takes to patrolling each night to protect his precious pumpkins, little ones catching glimpses here and there, but not for long. English. Ronald ever so diligent, a Scarecrow to a fault, has one problem. English. No one can see until they visit the pumpkin patch. Beware to those coming to pick, for one never knows when they'll pick up the head of a pick. Why? Pumpkin or that of their missing munchkin. Okay, while I get the gist of it, the English is not on point. That's all I can say. English is not on point. It counts, but the English is not on point. Like it's just word vomit basically. It's word vomit. Okay, I'm not gonna say more. Right, for Droopies, I actually really want to praise this. Right, and you'll see why. So Droopy started off. I hated my uncle's house first-person view. He had a big-ass farm next to it, and every time I looked outside my window, I saw the Scarecrow looking at me. It didn't matter if it was day or night. Teddy kept on looking at me from the field. Yeah, they call him Teddy because he was cuddly. So this is good. You have a first-person POV, you have a little bit of world building, and you have an introduction of an insight and stuff like that. Tonight, I was left alone in my uncle's house. Mom and everyone else were going to the work party, and I called in sick. Even if Teddy was creepy, I'd rather stay here than... Okay, instead of come, it should be go or attend to their lame parties. As I lay in bed, I glanced at the window that I covered with a dark curtain. I didn't want to see Teddy while I was in my room. However, tonight, I stared at the curtain. Soon, I came closer and drew the curtain to check outside. Teddy stood over the field, his newly patched hat sitting on his head as if Mom hadn't forgotten to return it before leaving tonight. As if Mom hadn't forgotten is redundant. Change it to simple past. Okay, I knew you'd be alone tonight. A voice came from behind me, making me turn and scream at the appearance of a man. That was my uncle's helper. That was my uncle's helper in the farm, but he was not supposed to be here. Please don't hurt me, I begged him as he threw me onto the bed. I could only watch him mount the bed and pin me down with a body and a malicious grin on his face. At this, I already knew why I might kill myself in the morning. Okay, this is like super dark. Okay, sexual offenders. It's just that before he could tear my shirt open, a hand clad in brown mittens reached out to tap his shoulder. When we both turned in the direction of the window, screams shot out of our mouths. So it's like between the devil and the ocean, like you choose between your lesser of evils. There stood Teddy, his 2-meter body, towering over Uncle's helper. Probably the Uncle's helper is not very tall, but if it towers over, because 2 meters is actually not very tall. Depends on where you come from, right? However, his button eyes only stared while his drawn mouth moved. Get off the bed, that's my spot. So it's like a case of jealousy, I guess. And then the author continues like, I've never seen a grown man run so fast in my entire life. It's just that before I could leave, Teddy lay next to me and hugged me like it was a pillow instead. He even murmured. I don't know what's with the punctuation here. But okay, it can be polished. I keep human warm at night. So in the afterthought is like between the devil and the ocean, she picked one of the lesser evils and she didn't even get to choose because she couldn't even leave, or he couldn't even leave, but they were just like, whatever. It's probably better than whatever was happening before. And then they were like, thanks Teddy. I rolled to my side and hugged him back. They were right to call him Teddy. He was really cuddly. So it kind of like was a horror story, not so horror story. The horror that you actually thought would be a horror was actually just like a real cuddly and like, you know, just a fluffy kind of helper. But the one who's supposed to be a helper was the true terror in this story. And I was like, wow, that's so fucked up. Yeah, let's like go for it. Like, I really like this. It's very twisted. Right, and then today's prompt is actually Santa's dungeon. So up to you to interpret Santa, up to you to interpret dungeon. I'm going to like fill this in. Oh my god, did I not give 14 again? I missed out. 14. Oh my god. I probably have to do it on stream because I'll forget. Okay, 14. That's not 14, that's 15. 14 is this llama in the living room. 2 and 2. Everybody gets 2. The max 55, 62, and 5. Alright, and then I have to copy this and paste it here for 15. I'm terrible at this. Okay, so Dame Butterfly, I can't remember. Dame Butterfly got 1 and Droopy gets 7. Droopy 7. Oh my god, 7 plus 2, 9. 69. Very nice number. But anyways, that's all for today's submission. I don't know if anybody else is gonna submit for Santa's Dungeon. It's kind of like a preview of Christmas itself, maybe. I don't know. And then following that, tomorrow's prompt is actually Why the Black Cat Crossed the Road. It's a rendition of Why the Chicken Crossed the Road or Crossed the Street. Either ways, that's all. Alright, let me know if you have any other things, and join the Discord. Link should be in the description. That's all from me today. I'm going back to sleep. Bye bye.